Last Friday marked the first day of the inaugural Harbor Holiday Village weekend in Grand Marais. When I learned that Gunflint Trail resident Martha Williams would be in Harbor Park for a meet and greet with her yoga goats, I knew I had to check things out. It was a calm, sunny afternoon near the harbor, and a small crowd had gathered. Martha was fielding questions, while a few small goats soaked up the attention from the curious and adoring crowd.
What happens to you?
So you're just doing yoga as normal.
They jump around on people, they lay down on your mat, they poop, they pee, everybody laughs. That's awesome.
Martha, a natural educator and advocate, was eager to share the benefits of goats.
They sort of just, their presence is kind of like the goal, right?
During a lull in the action, I asked Martha to share with WTIP why she thinks these goats have so much appeal. While the goats grazed, Martha shared the many benefits that goats can provide.
Well, I think like cats or dogs, people who are drawn to goats are definitely a specific set of people. And the people who are really into them are just madly in love and into them. They're really silly and playful and creative, but also really calming to be around. They're fascinating animals, but the reason I got into them was ecology. So we live on a property in Plymouth, or I raised my kids there, that was absolutely choked with buckthorn, an invasive species. And when I heard that goats could graze the buckthorn and get rid of it completely, I was immediately fascinated and wanted to learn more about them. You know, I taught yoga for 20 years, and for some people, something that you really have to convince, it's sort of like eating kale. You have to tell people everything that's good about it, and the goats are just another kind of hook to get people to do a therapeutic practice of yoga.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
And they're also really playful, and yes, they do, jump on your back when you're doing yoga. And it's really the baby goats that are super appealing about the goat yoga. When they're 8 or 10 pounds, very different than these guys when they're 40 pounds jumping on your back. But it's the energy and the vibe that they create when you're in a class doing yoga with them. So they're just happy, peaceful critters. They're just great to be around.
It's obvious that Martha knows a lot about these goats, and she didn't hesitate to educate me throughout the experience. From therapy to ecology, we covered it all. As one goat seemed to stare off in a trance, Martha took advantage of the teachable moment to explain what was happening.
So he's ruminating, which means he's thrown up into his mouth, and he's, re-eating his food. So one of the reasons why goats are such good grazing animals is they do that. They have a really, really complex and lengthy digestive system, a 4-compartment stomach. So with buckthorn, when they eat the buckthorn berries, on the other end, when they poop them out, the seeds, the berries are no longer viable. So they're destroyed within their digestive system.
That's very desirable. They won't grow.
It's just like potato chips. She's just munching away.
These goats garnered a lot of attention from the folks who came to check out the Harbor Holiday Village in downtown Grand Marais. Like Martha said, it's a specific type of person that is drawn to goats. Like many things, you may not know for sure unless you experience it yourself.